Hello guys, welcome to his Kidbehindacamera Secret Millionaire.
I know you're mincing, bro. What's the truth?
Anyways, I just want to say real quick, me and my sister are going to be filming reading your comments later. So I'm going to give you guys some time to comment on this video before I film it, like half an hour. So yeah, if you guys, want to comment anything, any questions for us, it's the first video with my sister and see how it goes. And yeah, so. And check out my other video I uploaded earlier about my dream I had about McJuggernuggets. This is a 28-minute video.
Rags to riches story. I mean, you want to give some background on like what your history's been on YouTube? As low as it can get. We couldn't afford food, water, electricity, and I started.
By the way, no, this is random. I just had a Burger King for dinner. So that's something.
And people started watching, and that's not real. So you literally were.
This election thing is crazy, guys. I want Trump to win. Just because the one thing with Biden that I hate is how he's for abortion. Now I understand if a woman's been raped. Like, that's one thing. Or, like, possibly if the baby could be a risk to the mother's health, then yes. Like, that's understandable. I don't like how they can, in some places, you can, I think New York's doing this, where you can get an abortion, like, 9 months into your pregnancy. Like, you can be 9 months pregnant and get an abortion. That's murder at that point, because at that point it's a fully formed baby. Like, is that okay? Like, I think you guys Google picture a newborn baby and tell me, is that right to just murder that innocent little baby? I mean, if you don't want the kid, why wait until you're about to give birth? Or give it up for adoption? Like, you have options. You don't have to kill it. Like, oh, like, if you, like I said, I know it has been raped, but you get that when you first get pregnant, not when you're about to give birth. That's what I hate. And that's what's going to happen with Biden. So, I hope you guys are okay with that. Yes? Okay. How about, I'll say this. Trump, he's made his fair share of mistakes, so has Biden. Neither one of them are perfect. Okay, they're both going to make decisions that Trump has made decisions not everyone likes. I'm sure Biden would do the same thing. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter. Who cares who's president? They both have their issues. They both can do good. They both can also have some bad stuff too. Like maybe do things that maybe not the best. But they try their best, okay? Like, you have to realize it's not that easy to run a whole country. Okay, you gotta give them some credit. And they're old too, they're both in their 70s. Like, give them credit, for God's sake. Like, it's not easy to run a country. Just give them a break. Stop hating. Who cares what happens? It's not gonna change your life. It's not gonna really change anything that much. Like, who cares at the end of the day? Politics is it just breaks people up. It causes fights. It just doesn't do anything good for anyone. So why would we just leave it to professionals, leave it to the president, leave it to the officials, the government, and let's just, live our lives. Who agrees with me? 25 minutes. I'm just sick and tired of talking about how Trump is bad, how Biden's good, how Trump is good, Biden's bad. Like, who cares? People coming after Republicans, people going after Democrats. Like, who cares? Stop it already. Stop the hate. Let just whatever happens, happens. It's in God's hands. He can't do anything about it now. Whatever happens, happens, and let it go. I know there's going to be riots, whatever happens, but just let it go. It doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to have all this hate. That's the big issue right now in this country, all the hate against, black people, like, against with the whole president thing now. Like, it doesn't have to be this way. And we can help by stopping this cycle of, trying to prove why this person's bad and why this person's good. Like, who cares? They both have good things, they both have bad things. Let's leave it at that. This pisses me off seeing this stuff. I just hate this. It just has to be, and it's sad.
Right. I don't want them the universally. You know what? You've had enough, right? Because I haven't. I want more. Yeah. I want
24 minutes.
Have the kind of structure.
I hope you guys agree with me on that. Please comment for reading comments. Any questions, me. For my sister, because my sister, she asks you after my videos, but she's not really up to tune with the whole McJuggernugget stuff. So.
So little because we couldn't afford to go to the state fair. We used to try to do it in our backyard. Wow. We found like a bicycle. We took the handlebars off and hung it in a tree and pretended it was like a ride at the fair. We suffered through house fires. And so actually trailer. You guys were living in a trailer.
Oh, Michael uploaded a video today talking about how he blames Jesse for the breakup. Now, I don't care if it's real or fake, guys. I enjoy it. I know you guys always saying it's fake, but who cares? I like to be in the immersion of it, you know, and by you saying it's fake, it takes people out of it, and it can actually ruin it for people. Jesus. Anywho, you know what I mean? And Michael saying how Julia broke up with Jesse, even though Jesse said it was mutual, so who knows with that, and how he's blaming Jesse. Really, dude? You're the one who lied. You're the one who made them do anything. How about you apologize to them instead of blaming them? Like, Jesus Christ. Go watch, you guys. It's 17 minutes. Honestly, I don't care anymore if it's real or fake. It doesn't matter. It's for entertainment. Let's enjoy it. But how are you going to blame Jesse? Do you guys think it's Jesse's fault? I mean, all Jesse did was, you know, stay there. You know, Michael's the one who lied to Bridget, right? Deceived Bridget, and somehow that's Jesse's fault. Did Jesse hold a gun to Michael's head? No, Michael made his choices. He has to live with them. He's that type of guy to put the blame on other people instead of taking responsibility. It's not the first time.
I'm not gonna do the brand deal because one, I don't know the product. I don't believe in it. It's gonna look forced, and they're gonna.
Because I feel like Michael has a problem with like everyone. Like with Tina, Doug, and Charlie. Yes, they did shit to Michael, but come on, think about it. Wait, when there's so many people who hate you, who you don't talk to anymore, at that point it kind of becomes on you. Now I'm not saying that with Tina, Charlie, or Doug, but I mean, it takes two to fight, guys. Remember that. It takes two people to fight. It's not just always one person's fault. Both parties involved are at fault in some way. Okay? I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And we don't want the audience to feel bad for.
So I'm talking about random stuff to do with the video.
We also don't want it to be a stigma. So, you know, Mike and I had a conversation when we do this video. Because instead of being transparent in a flexy way, we're going to be transparent in a education way to where you guys can do
it's fucking loud, and my thing is, the volume is on this side, like towards me, so
this is a true
let's do it like this.
And sometimes I gotta pinch myself to
so
see
the volume is not near my
it's
ear.
unbelievable where I started and where I'm at and where I want to go.
Yeah, I want to jump into some numbers here. What are we talking here? Like, how much were you making on
better for you
YouTube, or
guys?
how much have you made?
Like total?
Yeah, because you have 2 channels, so.
I don't know which way you like better.
We checked the other night. I think I was at about 3 million. The Angry Grandpa show I haven't checked in a long time. About 2.5 million.
And so after taxes, I mean, you're sitting on a cool couple million, and
yeah,
you haven't really left the nest too far. I mean, you bought this house at one point. I know that was a big deal. You bought your dad a dream car. There was some money there. And you've always kind of like shared it amongst your family members.
Yeah, mostly Dad. You know, when Dad was alive, you know, if I made $150,000 on YouTube in a month, I knew I had to pay taxes on that.
Do you realize you casually just saying that is insane to everyone, right?
What, $150,000?
How much were you making a day, roughly?
It fluctuates, but there's times that I made $8,000 in a day, $10,000 in a day.
Wow.
It really,
you know, people make
Michael always talk about his video, he has money
$3,000, $4,000
trouble.
a month if they're lucky.
Right.
You're making that, and you're making $8,000 a day.
I sometimes got to remind myself of that because it's like if I have a low day, I'm like, oh, I only made $5,000 today, but I'm like, well,
20
you know what?
That's because we're all like, it's just true. He doesn't anymore, but when he used to talk about how, oh, he's not making enough money. Look at Michael, you know, how many times he said that he was always not making that much money, or they're broke. Like, look at what he's talking about, making 100K.
So,
and you've been smart. You've been smart with your money. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it's a little
like I said, most
now.
of the time, if I made $150,000 in a month, I knew I had to pay taxes. I always gave Dad a huge portion of it because I wanted him to never have to work again. And on top of that, I bought him the dream car.
I'm trying to keep it so it's good for you guys.
So a lot of people said, "Oh,
I do love that the screen is bigger on this iPad.
The house and gave him money because
what have you bought for yourself? Have you splurged on anything? Have you ever bought anything ridiculous?
No, not really.
Why is that?
I don't know. To be honest, there's nothing that I felt like I needed. I own this house. I own our cars. I bought Dad's house. All that's paid for in cash. I feel like there's not much else that I need.
Yeah.
If I want something, I'll buy it.
Right.
You know, I'm at a place now where I'm like, you know what? I need a new computer. It broke down. I can afford to get that replaced. I don't want to buy fancy cars. I bought a nice family car. I don't need the best clothes. I'm wearing a Marvel comic shirt. Right? I don't need to look the part. I just want to feel comfortable in my life.
Yeah, and people subscribe to you for your relatability.
You know, it's your comfortability. Don't try and be who you think you have to be. Be who you want to be.
You're kind of the butt of the joke, to where I feel like like, if you did start buying these things, it's kind of unknown territory for you. We're like, are people still going to watch this? Is this interesting? Because there's not as much struggle.
Yeah, there's definitely that element. But also, I just don't feel like there's nothing like that toaster. I was like blown away. I bought like a $400 toaster. It's like digital. And I'm like, did I just like, why did I spend $400 on this thing? And it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Long term, it's a drop in the bucket. But it's like, it's odd to have these kind of things. If you could have told me as a kid that I would have a touch screen toaster that cost $400, I would have been like, there's no way.
I don't know. Like, it's cool, but it's like, why?
Because, I mean, you started from
nothing. I mean, most people I feel like have toaster ovens now. Like, I have a toaster. We have a toaster oven. We used to have a regular toaster, but people use toaster ovens now.
So,
no.
And realistically, $400 for a toaster you can buy for like probably $60 a normal toaster.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing videos with Dad, and
I don't know how much they are.
Doing videos with Bridget and bringing my daughter into all that and showing her what we do and doing videos with you. That stuff's fun to me. I enjoy creating, videos that people love, and you got people writing you and they'll say, you saved my life and I've been watching you for years, and that kind of stuff is comforting. The money's great, but I'm at a position now where I could quit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to because I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it.
And you'll get the videos like as Mia grows up too. You can look back.
Help these guys because we can do storytelling and all that to help people live through characters or whatever situations even. But now it's like, I know everybody wants money. And I know it was probably like a thought growing up where like if I can help out my family somehow and get it so that everyone's not struggling, I'm gonna do that. So like, but now it's like we're from more of a fatherly perspective, like how can we help out the audience in some way to make money? So guys, I encourage you to look at Michael's story, my story as well, and start to think what you can do.
I work hard on YouTube. I know it may seem like that because I don't edit much, but I do work hard. Like I try to make sure, I can do better my reaction videos than I could, but I feel like they're good, I work hard. I try to make videos better, make good thumbnails, good titles. I do what I'm trying to think. I do the best I can with what I got. I don't have professional equipment. I don't have these professional cameras like Michael and Jesse has. I don't have, these big ring lights. I don't have computers to edit on. I have my phone and iPad. And my phone is good quality. I'm so close to 400 subs, guys, so thank you for subscribing. I'm really going to get 1,000, so please subscribe. Please shout out my channel and your socials. That will help me out a lot.
I gotta give that to Bridget. We were talking one day,
and I give you guys shout outs for reading your comments, so
daily vlogs because we're not filming enough on our channel. People want to hear from us too, and I was like, they don't want to hear. They just want to hear from Dad, and I've learned they want to hear from us too. When Dad passed away, I really was wondering what was going to happen. Are they going to stop watching because he was the face of the channel? But they're still watching, and we're still pulling in the same views. And I got to give that to Bridget.
I still watch old Angry Grandpa videos from time to time.
They just
He's a good dude. AGP, rest in peace, AGP. You're an amazing dude. And for those of you who don't know, Michael is bringing back merch, AGP merch, plushies. So make sure you go check that out if you want to grab something.
I've been trying to crush the stigma for ever since Second Series Blood. I used to do a YouTube money, how to get YouTube money or how it works. Because there's been the stigma. We still get asked, like, you get paid for these videos? We don't want to gloat. I hate saying that, so I usually don't give a straight up answer.
Right.
I'm usually like, it's all right, right? I think you do the same thing. Like, because I don't want anybody to feel bad about their position. 100%. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, I do well. There's no shame in anything that you do. I've worked every job. I've worked at Wendy's. I've worked at Walmart.
These are the type of videos they should be doing, like when they're being real. Like, this is them generally, you know what I mean? In these videos, it's finance this is Jesse and Michael. It's actually Jesse and Michael. That's some sort of saves. That's what Jesse should do more. I think that's what people want. They want to see real Jesse. They want them to do collabs. Like, do collabs with, I would like to see Jesse do a collab with Lance where he just acts normal. Like, I would love that.
Somebody asked, how do you make money? And unfortunately, we almost have to lie, and I feel like that's most YouTubers. And there's only a very select few that will be transparent about earnings. And I feel like that's a bad thing.
I know that's the thing with Jesse, and you always get to know that people are not going to like to real him.
What started me really going hard into YouTube was I saw PewDiePie made $12 million
You're never going to know if you don't try, man.
This other YouTuber in Australia, he was making
like, look at these videos. Like, don't you want to see more of this instead of all these series? Like, I know I do.
Crap, that's enough to pay rent for somewhere. And seeing that financial side kind of prompted me to pursue this. Or now, we can pull 6 figures in a month. It's possible. I know it sounds crazy, but we're not doing it right. We're letting you know, like, go hard. Even if you get 1% of that, that's insane.
I mean, this guy was kind of the inspiration for me to go as hard as I did, because when you were doing your videos, I was probably making around $13,000 a month, which is pretty incredible. All right, that's a lot of money. And I was talking to Jesse, and I was like, "How much did you make this month?" And he was like, "I made like 15,000." I'm like, "He made more than me. That's uncomfortable to me." Right? And then I started pushing harder, and I was like, "I'm ready to call Jesse again." I was like, "How much did you make this month?"
It's like a high score. Yeah, who can get a high score here?
I made 35,000 this month. How much did you make? He's like, "I made 80." I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" And then finally, I broke 100, and I called me. I was like, "Man, I would love to make 150." He goes, "Hey, you'll get there." And I'm like, "Okay, how much did he make?" He never told me. So it was almost like a competition and a drive, and it worked. Seeing the numbers go up, you can't help but want to keep going.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing. I think a part of the statement too is not
If
talking
you
about
want,
YouTube
pursue.
money.
If you want to make YouTube videos, do it. You can do gaming. I know gaming is popular. You can do whatever you want. Reaction videos, so don't be afraid. I know there's so much going on with YouTube. Like you hear how it's kind of bad, but you know what? It's just about working hard. If you work hard, you can do it. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta go for it.
It's daunting to
you gotta do it for yourself. You can't let other people dictate.
Even though I know it's valuable, it's just there will be side effects.
Yes, is there issues YouTube? Yes, there's no platform that is perfect. Storyfire, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch,
Are you paying taxes on
Facebook.
I'm
trying to think of other ones. I don't really have much social media. Snapchat. None of them are perfect. It's just going for it. Like Facebook, you can do Facebook live streams to make money. Jesse just got the partnership. He tweeted out it probably a month ago. It's possible. It's just about you having to work hard.
Keep it coming. I am rich now. I don't want them to think that.
And how many views did you need to accumulate to even get the numbers you were talking about?
I think it was like 1.5 billion. On the Angry Grandpa show.
Again, I have faith in myself. I work hard. I do what I can. I try to do what people like. I try to make good thumbnails to get people to click. Again, yes, you can only do so much, but about working hard. I try to get my sister in videos. Like, can I have something different so it's not just me all the time? I mean, I don't know if you guys like my sister. You guys don't say anything too much about her, but I try. Sometimes I've done videos with my best friend. Like I tried different things.
I broke that barrier.
Shout outs, super helpful, and then just the consistency to where we all started from zero. I know it's hard to.
But you can't give up. Sometimes there may be a period of time where you may not be doing too well, but then that would change when you start doing well again. You gotta just can't give up when times get tough.
It just snowballs.
I mean, the Angry Grandpa show.
I feel like that's a big thing with my generation and the uncle's generations, like, of giving up easily. I feel like that's a huge thing now. People are just too quick to give up when they're going gets tough, and you can't.
If I wanted to stop tomorrow, I could say, all right, I've done what I can, I'm done, and I could live for the rest of my life.
11 minutes.
I want you guys to hear that. You said $25,000 a month roughly, and you're not doing anything.
I haven't uploaded since I uploaded that Doug video.
So understand, guys, that the value doesn't just die when you make the video. And that's how it feels sometimes for us. We put out a video and we're like, oh, maybe a few $100, whatever.
Right. We don't go back and keep track of it. But if I go back to a certain video and I look later, I'm like, oh, wow. When I checked the first time, I made $2,000.
That's the thing too with views. Like, you can't expect to upload a video in like 5 minutes to get some million views. You gotta give it time.
Right. But if you get 1,000 videos,
sometimes it may take a few days to get a million views, but you gotta give it time for people to see it, people to come across it. Like, I think that's a key thing too. I feel like it's how Jesse, but I keep complaining about the views, but it's like I feel like he expected that too, to upload a video and get like a million views or a couple 100,000 views. It takes time, you gotta give people a chance to see it. Sometimes people are busy, school, work, like people have lives, people are not just sitting around all day waiting for YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos. I do. But I mean, that's different, for me. Not everyone does, people have jobs, people have lives, people have families, kids, pets to take care of, like, that's why you gotta have patience with views when you upload a video.
And that's something I've been squandering, right? I didn't know.
Go subscribe to Jesse's channel, it's called Jesse Tyler Ridgeway. Go subscribe to it.
And it's monetized.
Let's get into 100,000 subscribers on here.
And I'm looking, Jesse's making this kind of money. I made like $3.
I don't know how close it is, I'll have to check it.
I'm like, I'm gonna start building up Facebook now, right? It's like looking and learning from other people, it's a smart way to start building your investments and, you know.
And even for TikTok, you know, I know a few people that maybe are making crazy amounts of money on TikTok, but they're porting that money over to a Patreon, say making $10,000, $20,000
I'm gonna do more with TikTok. I just don't know what to do. Like, I wanted to learn dances, even though I suck at dancing.
If you have something you're passionate about, you're unsure, look at us.
Yeah, Facebook, guys. Just start streaming on Facebook.
When I first started, break.com was, I would upload a video and they
you
would...
can get a partnership Facebook, Twitch. If you're in the video games, Twitch is a good platform for you. To stream on, you can end up getting a partnership. Make your money off that. There's a lot of full-time Twitch streamers that's their career. So you have opportunities. It's just having to go for it. You know, yes, you know it's gonna take time, but it's gonna be worth it at the end.
But we know it's important for you guys to understand this. But Mike's actually jumping into this himself. If you enjoyed any of this kind of like brief jump into Mike's kind of financial situation, kind of how his whole history on YouTube and how he's accumulated this wealth. Same with mine. I encourage you to go check out Michael's channel. He started a brand new channel, Michael Green. He's gonna be jumping all kinds of stuff. We're both gonna go hard. We've been looking for something a little different and just wanting to like be more real. It's super good because the content just sells itself.
Guys, go check out his other channel if you're interested.
To share with you guys. And if you found any of this interesting, if you want us to kind of peel back the layers more on anything specifically that we talked about in here, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to Mike's channel. Get in touch over Twitter. All the links are always in the description.
Like this type of stuff makes me feel confident.
Yeah, we want to show people.
If you guys have any tips for me too, what I can do, any ideas for videos that could help me out, please feel free to let me know. I love, you know, advice because that can help me become better. And that's all I want to do. I want to grow. I want to become better. I want to learn.
I could be there, but there's more to do.
There's something you want to buy or do that's going to cost a lot of money, you think?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. I would love to get a bigger house. I can afford a bigger house now. You hear her now. That's the reason. That's my motivation. My daughter. When you become a father, everything starts to change. I was talking to Keemstar, and he told me once he had his daughter, it became making money. That's all it's about, and that's what I've started to notice. I want money. I started to, dabble in investments. I started to talk to you about cryptocurrencies. I've started to put my money in places because for the longest time I never did it.
You've never invested?
I never was investing.
When did you start investing?
This year.
What do you think made you start? What was the
I don't know if I would invest.
You know the story.
I don't really know much about investing.
Jesse told me to invest in it in 2017. He was convinced. I wasn't. I didn't. It blew up. I lost.
But you weren't investing in anything, right? Nothing. In stocks. And why do you think that is? Because you didn't work.
Guys, please comment. Go into video comments. So comment your thoughts, opinions.
The money that I have because I worked really hard for this, and I'm gonna have nothing.
Right.
And then I started to think more. I'm like, listen, I'm spending my money on food, things, and I can have my money work for me. And I've started to learn that this year when it's way too late. When everything. Yeah, it's like when the stock market's like done, I'm starting to invest, and I want like people to watch.
What would you have to say to people like you, say a few years ago, who was like reluctant to invest, who wasn't even sure about this? I feel like that's why it's like more prudent than ever to get this across.
Michael, if you stumble upon this in a time machine, you gotta invest. Seriously, it's the smartest thing.
What did you do with? You just had your money in a bank account?
Just had it and I was spending it, going on trips and.
Well, that's good that you got to spend a little bit, but it was just sitting in a bank account, getting no interest, doing nothing.
It wasn't even in like the savings account. I was gaining nothing. It's almost like I've learned too late,
it's no big deal if you're someone who just likes to save your money. That's fine. I'm like that.
She's into like investing right now.
Nice.
Bridget's in.
Yeah.
She's got her own money and she's playing with it. I'm like, wow, what did you lose today? I want to keep track. I'm still frugal, okay? I have money, but I'm still like, I got.
Why does have to say like that she's playing with it 5 minutes? That just sounded weird. She's playing with it.
I mean, listen,
I don't know why. Maybe that's not to me, but to me, that just sounded. I don't know. Maybe to you guys, that didn't sound good. I don't know.
Let's take it.
You didn't have to do anything. At least it feels like.
Yeah, I was like, did that just happen? And then it's amazing. The stuff that Jesse's teaching me.
I know you know Jughead's for Ghost if you're watching.
I
know he said that I inspired him to become a YouTuber. I don't know, maybe I'm inspiring some of you guys too. Maybe this video is inspiring you. Juggy Ghost, I love you. You're a good friend to me. I'm happy that I was able to inspire you to do YouTube.
Parents don't talk. Even my family was
guys, go check him out, subscribe.
But it was never
His link's in the description.
Conversation of like, let's talk about investing 101. That was never a conversation. I think because it's taboo to talk about money.
I don't think Dad even knew what the word investment meant. Dad, you want to invest in anything? What's that?
But that's the best way to not only
I love
preserve
that Michael
your
does
wealth, but also create it. And I don't
AGP
wanna say
impression,
wealth as in, like,
because he
maybe
like
10,
nails it.
20,
Michael is good at doing an
Even just
AGP
you
voice.
putting
Like, come on, you guys gotta admit that.
$7 on that $100.
Like,
Cindy
if
invested
you close your eyes and you listen to Michael do an AGP impression, you listen to AGP himself, you probably couldn't tell the difference.
And then she could turn
Because
that
he's that good.
$3,000
At least in my
It's
opinion.
going
That's just
now.
my
She's headed
opinion.
to like 10,000, and it's like she's done that in 3 months.
Yeah, and it's never been easier, guys, with Robinhood,
3.5
you know,
minutes.
with cryptocurrency, Coinbase, Cash App, with all, there's so many websites and platforms that you guys can get into for investing, and we're going to unpack all of that in future videos to come, guys. Thanks, Mike, for
Yeah, check these out, guys, because they're fairly informative. They can kind of maybe give you ideas and maybe...
I am who I am.
I mean, now that it's out
what's the
there,
word?
you might as well embrace it, right?
It was never that
Okay,
I
what's
was
the
like
word?
dressing like
Encourage
this,
you?
so nobody knew anyway. This is just me.
And-
This is how
Right.
I've
So
always
even if you
dressed.
had 10 million,
Or
in
inspire
rent,
you
would still be
to
dressed the
want-
same.
I wear this to
do
Hall's
something,
Chop
you know,
House.
like-
When I go to Hall's Chop House, I leave 100% tip. If the bill's $2,000, I leave $2,000, and I go wearing backwards hats and Marvel comic shirts. They sometimes have to wonder if I can afford to be there, but that's me. That's how I've always dressed. That's how I've always wanted to look. It's just I don't want people to know. Number one, but two, this is what I'm comfortable in. I'm not comfortable in
Exactly.
this.
You want to be
Not
comfortable.
comfortable. Maybe one
Look,
day
I'm
when I
always
lose
wearing
weight, I'll
lounge
start
clothes in
dressing-
my
I'll start
videos
dressing
because that's I'm
nicer.
comfortable in that. I'm not always wearing makeup or have my hair done. I'm always wearing a hat
You can
because I'm
do it,
comfortable
you know,
like that.
Anybody can do
So that's
this.
just me.
If
I know
can
there's a lot of
buy my
female
father a
YouTubers who
dream
like to have their
car
hair
and
and
a
makeup
house
done and
still
dress
have enough
nice,
money
but it
to give
doesn't
them
matter.
$50,000 in a month.
Okay.
You can do it too because
Doesn't matter how
I'm
you
lazy.
look.
I don't want to say
Like,
I'm
I'm
lazy because
comfortable
it's a lot of
in
work,
like this.
but I feel
You know, I don't
lazy.
always
Look
wear
at my
makeup, and there's
appearance,
nothing
but
wrong
I've
with that.
sacrificed a lot of myself to get where I am. Now it's time to
You
focus
shouldn't
on
feel
the
like you
other
have
stuff.
to wear
But if I can
makeup,
do it, so
you know,
can
for
you.
people to
we're
like
not
you.
always
Feel
advocating,
comfortable
say,
in your
just be
body,
a
in your own
YouTuber,
skin.
you know, it's definitely still possible. You can still make a
Just like
huge
people who get
killing
plastic
on here if
surgery
you
done.
really work hard and are
Like,
passionate
do it
about it.
because
so
that's
many
what you want, not
avenues
because
that they can
that's
But yeah, that's
you
kind of
feel
what really
that's
stresses. Whatever it is, whatever you
okay,
feel in your
underline
heart is the thing,
can't
but then
speak. That's
also
big.
investing, know that you don't
Do
have
it
to be an
because you
YouTuber,
want it,
don't
not
have
because
a lot of
you
money.
think
You
that's
guys can do it
what
with
other people
however
want
much
you
money
to do,
can it even
or
at a
you think
younger
that's how other
age.
people are gonna
Really
like you
dig
because
deeper
you look
into
a
all this
certain way.
information. You
Do
might
it
think,
because that's what you
finance,
want.
it's not for me. It's like, guys, don't get hung up on the word finance. Do you wish you had more money? Do you want to buy more
2
video
minutes.
games or buy more Pokemon cards or whatever the freak you're into? Do you want to buy more of that? Well, then investing, finance, money education is the most important education, I think, because you need money for
Exactly.
literally life. You need it for bare necessities.
Should I invest in Pokemon cards?
No.
No, right?
No.
I don't think definitely not, right?
Yeah, I'll be real on this. Don't. You don't do it. No. It's bold. It's bold. But guys, make sure you go check out Michael Green's channel. I'm gonna link that in the description below. He's gonna have some videos. I don't know if by the time this comes out, you'll have some. You'll cobble something together.
I
Right?
think I'll have something ready by the time this goes out.
Yeah, we'll make sure. Yeah, you got something. But guys, check out Mike's channel. Drop some likes if you were surprised. You think
Yeah,
people are gonna
go check it
treat you
out, guys.
differently
Go
now?
check out Mike's channel.
You know, and I'm the same person. I happen to have a little money in the bank.
I'll go on it real quick, show you guys what's on there.
No, I'm okay. Me is okay.
That's good. That's good. How much are you
1 minute.
invested now?
Right now, probably like 600,000.
Percentage-wise, or like in the market versus sitting on the sidelines?
I have more in the bank, so I'm learning.
That's good. That's good because we're in the middle of an uncertain time. So,
Right,
you know,
you know,
we call that dry powder. He's got the dry
is
powder.
that what it's called?
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot today.
So you pull the trigger later on.
Right, yeah, I've got a lot of it in the bank.
I'm
I got a
excited
lot
to
of
do
it
it in your
investing
comments with
'cause
my
I believe in a
sister.
lot of the
We'll both
investments.
respond to them.
Hopefully it
Say our
pans out,
thoughts,
and
so.
hopefully I'm there to show you guys when it does.
Yeah. And I think one of his first videos, you got to check out his channel, will be about how you almost were like multi-millions.
How I almost got $15 million.
Was it that high?
It was about that high, yeah.
Yikes.
Well, it's such a small investment, by the way. Oh,
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We got more videos to come. About to be active on the Just
Guys,
Touch
go
channel
subscribe to
again.
this channel,
You can
Jesse
do it.
Tyler Ridge
Alright, we'll
Ray.
see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Let's go check out Mike's channel now real quick, just so you guys can see if it's something you're interested in, you know, and see how I feel. Yeah, he has 28K subscribers, guys. Please, let's get him there. He deserves it, Jesse. He works hard too, you know. Where's the link? It's called Michael Green, right? We can just type in. He didn't even put the link in. See? Look. That's the comment. See, that's the whole description. Let's just type it into the box real quick. The search box. the box. Let's see what we can find. Then when I type it in, his channel doesn't even pop up, which is weird. Did he delete it or something? Because I'm confused. The link's not even in Jesse's description. Look, and that's when you pop up, right? Look, I'll show you guys. I'll scroll a little bit. So I don't know, maybe, if you look, so I don't know. So I mean, in Jesse's subscriptions, I guess we can't check it out, but. And I feel like Michael would shout it out in a video too, so who knows. That's weird, it didn't pop up. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please comment. It's a little after 5 now by the time this video goes up. Hopefully I can film reading your comments around 6-ish. And yeah, I love you guys. Follow me on my socials, follow Colin, so subscribe to Josh, subscribe to Rich, may #GageUP, subscribe to Always_Juggy. I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I love you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, my randomers, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.